Good morning. My name is Justin Brown, and I'm a rising junior at Orangeburg Wilkinson High School.
And I'm Destiny Bailey, a rising sophomore at Hephzibah High School.
And our experiment this summer was on the neutralizing ability of antacid tablets.
Our experiment was to determine which antacid dissolved the most stomach acid between Tums and generic brand.
Digestion in the stomach results from the active gastric fluid. The acidity of the stomach makes inactive forms turn to active forms to dissolve minerals and kill germs that may enter the stomach along with food. Acids are a group of chemicals that are usually in liquid form with a pH lower than 7. Acids are very sour, and the acid we used in our experiment was hydrochloric acid.
A base is a solution that has the essence of a OH negative ion. The base that we used for the experiment was sodium hydroxide.
Stomach acid is a digestive fluid formed in the stomach and is composed of hydrochloric acid, potassium chloride, and sodium chloride.
Some foods and medicines we use on a daily basis that contains acids are eggs, beans, unsweetened yogurt, milk, raw honey, most vegetables including potatoes, most fruits, herbs, and spices.
You can see the materials that we used throughout our research over these past few weeks. The laxity that you see there, we used a 0.5 molarity HCl, which is hydrochloric acid, a 1 molarity NaOH, which is sodium hydroxide, and phenolphthalein as our indicator during our titration process.
So first, a Tum tablet was weighed. We put it in a flask. We poured acid, put it in the flask. As the tablet dissolved, we fill the burette up with sodium hydroxide and start titrating it until we reach the ending point.
So here we have our observation and calculations chart. For each brand of tablet, we did 3 trials with 3 different tablets. We have our max tablet, because we weighed each tablet, the initial volume, the final volume, the total volume, which is the final minus the initial. And for the moles of acid neutralized, we used the formula that you can see there on the bottom, which is the molarity of NaOH times the volume with NaOH minus the molarity of HCl times the volume of HCl. And we did the same thing for the name brand tablets. So for our result, we found that the most effective antacid tablet was the generic brand of tablet. And we feel that the reason behind that is because the generic tablet has 200 milligrams more calcium than the name brand tablet. So these are our proposals. We would like to thank Dr. Peters, Dean Tisdale, our mentor, Mrs. Bradley, Ms. Cherry, our counselors, Edwin and Kiana, Takia McClary, the Epscor program, and Claflin University. Yes.
What is titration? The molarity of an acid or a base.
Yes.
And was more effective than the brand name.
Well, so the more calcium, the more stomach acid neutralized.
And there was more calcium in
The generic brand, yes ma'am. Yes.
To what their to their indigestion. What is your biggest suggestion to them in reading labels?
Calcium carbonate is in the tablet, and look for the amount of calcium that's in the tablet. Yes. And name brand.
Is there any difference or the same?
Any other questions?